Malfurion versus Lady Prestor.
You shall pay for your insolence.
I must protect the wild. You fight me, you get burned.
You don't pick the one, silly.
For years, nobody really understood this one episode. It's confusing, it's stupid, and doesn't make any sense. It's an episode that truly thinks outside the box. Yeah, I'm talking about that one. When this episode aired, nobody really understood how the box works. We all had our guesses, the internet had theories, some kids even tried building their own imagination boxes. It's all fun games, until recently, Nickelodeon decided to change it. Not just the rules of the box, but the sense of the episode. So, Season 3 Idiot Box is a perfect example on how to make an episode revolve around such simple stuff. The episode starts off simple. SpongeBob and Patrick are standing on the streets waiting for a mail delivery. A big delivery, to be precise.
That's a big box!
But they don't care about the stuff inside at all. They take the TV out of the box, then toss it straight into the garbage like it's the packaging, just so the two of them could play with the empty box. Now, obviously, Squidward gets annoyed about it, questioning their stupid actions like usual. But according to both of them, who needs a television when you have imagination? So they set out on the imaginary climbing adventure inside the box. Now, a lot of us watching this for the first time thought, this is just a stupid kid's game, right? We all do it when we're kids. And that's exactly what the writers wanted you to think. They wanted you to question their logic. Because even though there's nothing in the box, they actually sound like they're having an adventure inside the box. We all could hear metal clanking, sounds of them stepping on the snow. Even when Squidward kicked the box, it affected them. Then comes the dramatic dialogue, the despair, the classic cut off my legs moment. But when Squidward opens the box, there's nothing. Nothing except two idiots sitting there. Squidward insists on knowing the tricks. How could they make all the sound effects, the scene? But again, their only answer is imagination. Well, Squidward's really furious now because he can't hold the fact that both of them could enjoy their imagination stuff and he doesn't. When clearly Squidward is the most artistic person in the neighborhood. So throughout the episode, we saw Squidward try to figure out how they're doing it and keep interfering with them again and again, hoping to catch the tricks. He tries to sit in a box himself, doesn't work. He also asks to join them, out of desperation. But inside the box, he sees nothing except this.
Ahoy, matey.
Beep beep.
So, as the last effort, Squidward decides to just wait till late night, hoping to find some secret when they're asleep. Only to get carried like garbage. That's the whole story. Now, looking back again after all these years, this episode was magical. Not because of what you saw, but because of what you didn't. SpongeBob and Patrick never show us their adventures. There's no visual cutaways, no fantasy sequences, nothing. It's all just sound effects, great acting, and your own imagination filling in the blanks. Which, when you think about it, is kind of genius. The entire premise of the episode hinges on you not being in on it. Squidward doesn't get it, you don't get it, everything doesn't make sense. And that's what makes it so funny. It's such a dumb plot, but it works, because you're left constantly asking, wait, how are they doing this? And SpongeBob just keeps giving the same answer. Imagination. It's frustrating, but also kind of mind-boggling. Like, yeah, okay, that's not how imagination works. You can't just sit in a box and make helicopter sounds. But also, maybe you can. This episode is the very reason for me as a kid to go dig through my garage and find a box big enough to crawl into. Because some part of me believed something weird and awesome might happen. That's the kind of episode Idiot Box is. But then, 22 years later, Nickelodeon did the unthinkable. They made Squidiot Box in season 14. Yes, I'm not joking. They made a sequel for Idiot Box, and guess what? They made sense of it, but not in a good way. Squidiot Box opens with straight nostalgia. SpongeBob rummaging through stuff in his attic. He's digging through old junk, Gary's baby shell, some trash, some sea urchins, and found the old imagination box from the previous episode.
Oh boy, it's time for imagination.
Only this time, the box doesn't work. SpongeBob and Patrick try to start the engine, but nothing happens. So they decided that they need professionals. Yes, you heard that right. Professionals, as in someone that understands the logic behind this box. And wouldn't you know it, there's a place called Imagination Box Repair. So this box is a technology then? Like a machine? And not some kind of magic witchcraft portal like Narnia? Damn, this ruined my childhood. It's a machine with parts and a guy who fixes it. There are terms like inspiration motor. There are models for this kind of box. SpongeBob's got an older type called double corrugated 3600, which makes sense since he got the box over 20 years ago. They asked the mechanic guy to fix it, but he couldn't do it. He said that the gasket was blown or something, I don't know. And since they don't make the spare parts anymore, he offers them another model called a cushion fort. I don't know what's happening anymore. SpongeBob is not interested. Said he's more of a cardboard man, whatever that means. So they decided to just go back home and tossed away the box. But then, the magic happens. Not for SpongeBob or Patrick, for Squidward. He trips, gets inside the box, and turns it on.
You must have jostled something and fixed it.
The imagination motor working, and from here, the episode goes wild. Squidward gets sucked into an adventure inside the box. Except this time, we see everything. We get to see how the logic behind the imagination box works in real time. In short, the box works like a dream. You just need to imagine it, and then it will happen immediately. Need a flashlight? Just imagine it. Need to move places? Just imagine it. We follow Squidward's bizarre adventure from here on. He goes to a wild tropical jungle with lots of dangerous animals inside it. Unfortunately, Squidward just can't stop imagining bad things, simply because SpongeBob and Patrick dictates it. Every time they mention it, Squidward just makes it happen and gets tortured by it. Because of course, it's modern SpongeBob, right? Scary sea snakes, clothes-eating clams, sea panthers, a jazz club?